I say, welcome to another edition of Politics and Ironing with Williams. I say, a fog-on, leg-on polo shirt, purchased 2 decades ago at least, in the 90s I think it was. I do believe there was a Warner Brothers shop or a Looney Tunes franchise in St David's 1, because I don't think St David's 2 was built then. But I have always been a fan of fog on, leg on. I say, boy. And you might have seen the recent video on the Williams channel where I got some of Fog on Leg On's old sayings and put my own spin on them. I'll put the link below this video. But we're back to politics and ironing today. I don't know if you've found them of any interest, but ironing is a job that must be done. And when you don't have a servant, when you don't have anybody to do the ironing for you, you got to do it yourself. And I find it quite meditative as long as I can do something else or think about something else. I'm not a big TV watcher. In fact, I don't like TV at all really. But you know me, Mr. Gas Bag, I do like having a little chin wag. I do like wagging the old chin now and again. So what's been going on in the last week? Well, looks like Putin's getting fed up of the NATO proxy war and he's turning the heat up a bit. I did notice that in this part of the world there were a few fighter jets yesterday, low flying, giving it the old sonic boom. So I don't know if they're getting ready for engagement. But I mean, they've been poking the bear since straight after the Second World War, really, haven't they? And I say they, unfortunately, I am I am a citizen of a member country of NATO. So after the Soviet flag was hoisted upon the Reichstag, the countries of the West, America, Britain, thought, oi, in a Cardiff accent of course, isn't it, with a rollie sticking out to their mouth. He said, oi, we are not going to have a repeat of the October Revolution, 1917, we're not going to have a repeat of that in our country, thank you very much, because the bourgeoisie, the monarchy, the upper class, we are in charge, and we're the ones who tell the ordinary soldiers, the ordinary grunts, to go and die for America or for the United Kingdom. So ever since the end of the Second World War, and apparently, when the Berlin Wall came down, 1989, Putin was an agent of the KGB in Berlin, and he rang Moscow, didn't he? He said, oh, in Cardiff accent again, see? He rang Moscow and he said, oh, it's all going off here, they're kicking off, they've smashed the wall. But nobody responded, nobody picked up the phone in the Kremlin, and he thought to himself, right, he said, if I get in charge, I'm going to make sure that Mother Russia flexes its ironing hand And this is what has happened since 2014 in the disputed territories, where NATO have been having their bases and their psyops and all the rest of it, and he warned NATO and he said, don't start coming the big I am. Again in the Cardiff accent, like, with a rollie out of his mouth. He's Putin, like, and he said, don't start coming the big I am, NATO, because I tell you what, I will bring my heavy metal and my hardware, right, and I will tell you what's what. And that's what's happened, isn't it? But America, Britain, France, Germany, Poland, they're all playing the old shysters game, aren't they? They're supplying weaponry. So they're fighting a war with Putin, but it's a proxy war because they can't be seen to be fighting a proper war, because it's not their territory that has been invaded. But, you know, we're getting into the old Pearl Harbor and the old, you know, 9/11 again, aren't we? I mean, is it going to kick off? Are we mentally ready in our subconscious for World War III? Or are we just going about our bread and circus, looking forward to the next football season, seeing what the fixtures are like, yeah, planning on the old summer holiday, a couple of weeks in the current bun, isn't it? The UK's Second Amendment or whatever, the Americans have got the right to bear arms, and the Brits have got a right to 2 weeks on the beach on the Costa Brava, or even Turkey pushing the boat out.